just like Raw, SmackDown Live gave us actually a pretty good product. Now, I was disappointed not to see the Fashion Files or the Fashion Popo, but we did get other things that compensated for it. One, the Bludgeon Brothers. I gotta say this. I wasn't sure how to feel about Eric and Luke, because I needed some time to really absorb what they've been actually trying to do. They make you think of Kane when he just started out back in 97. They have the similar clothes of a Kane. They have kind of like the similar feel of a Kane. Except Kane didn't scream. He was quiet as a damn mouse. But this match with the Jobbers was pretty damn good. I still kind of wish that Luke would talk. I don't know if anyone else would feel that way. I do believe that Luke Harper needs to talk, because he is the better talker between the two. And I feel like he would really make it special. It doesn't have to be long, lengthy conversations. It just needs to be effective. A few words. Bludgeon Brothers will destroy. Throw the mic away and they walk away. That could have worked as well. Now, the end of the match wasn't bad. I was okay with it. But I still believe that Luke should have talked. Now, the match of Bobby Roode and Baron Corbin. I gotta say it right now. I'm still not interested in Baron Corbin as he is. He just doesn't feel credible. Yeah, he won at the pay-per-view, but he doesn't feel credible. Just doesn't. Then you put Bobby Roode in there, who really does feel like he should be a U.S. champion. But then they ruin it by putting Dolph Ziggler in there. And there's the problem of the entire situation. It's bad enough with Baron Corbin having almost no build whatsoever and looking like a bitch. Now you put Dolph Ziggler in it, who has been bitched out so many times, he's not really a credible threat to anyone. Now, yeah, he DQ'd the match. He zigzagged both of them. But I honestly ask you below, do you actually believe Dolph Ziggler, who has been jobbing out a lot to a Bobby Roode, to a Shinsuke Nakamura, to an AJ Styles, to a Miz, to whoever you want to talk about, even Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, whoever you want to talk about, when he's been on SmackDown Live, tell me, when has he really been a credible threat without him jobbing eventually so much he seems weak? Nick, you need to take a break, dude. Take about a year break away from the WWE. Make the people want to see you again. Please. Try that. Maybe you'll get somewhere. Now, Tamina versus Charlotte with, well, a small part of a lumberjack match, which it wasn't. Look, I'm not happy what happened with Tamina. I know a lot of people don't like Tamina, but come on. Come on. Give me a good reason why Tamina can't hold a title. When everyone else has held a title that really didn't have ability, held it way longer than Tamina would hold it. Because, let's be honest, if Tamina holds a title, she's going to probably drop it within 2 months because they're not going to want to keep her on it. Who knows why? Maybe because of her dad. Maybe, like I've said, she hasn't done a little bit of this. Which, I wish they wouldn't be like that. Kissing someone's ass. Tamina is a credible threat to a certain extent. She is, if they book her right. Look, you team Tamina up with Lana. With Lana, who automatically gives heat to whoever she works with. You have done absolutely nothing with Lana, and you've done nothing with Tamina. Look, if people rather see Lana as a manager than wrestle, then throw her out there, make Tamina something special, and make Lana mean something special as a manager. Now, understand Lana wants to wrestle, and from what I've seen, she isn't a bad wrestler. But if this is what the industry wants, she's going to have to wait until they change their damn mind. Or leave the company and go somewhere where she can actually do what she wants. So I'm saying this to Lana. Girl, I love you. You're a great talker. You're not bad in the ring. You got charisma. But if they're saying be a freaking manager, be a manager until they say, okay, you can be a wrestler again. Because if you keep it up, you're going to fuck yourself. Unless you leave the company and go somewhere else, then you can be all you want. But until then, work Tamina. Make her mean something. And WWE, make Tamina mean something. She may not be the best, but you've had people worse than her. You made them champions for almost a year. Please. People don't tell me that that hasn't happened. And it has. Now, the match itself really didn't mean much, especially that Tamina jobbed. It was about the Riot Squad and Ruby Riot. In the end, we're going to have a lumberjill match, well, as they would say a lumberjill match, I'd rather call it a lumberjack match, at Night of Champions. I just don't feel it. There's got to be something more that's going to make me interested. I just don't feel it right now. Now, let's move on to the Mojo Rawley interview. He sucked. Doesn't mean it was a great, horrible suck. No. But I don't believe Mojo Rawley's had a big opportunity to really show that he can really do a job well. And because he hasn't been shown that much other than NXT, where he knew where, yeah, he's going to have to work to try and hope that someone will let him get on to the main roster in some form or fashion, he really didn't have to worry about it. Here, Zack Ryder was talking for more than he was, so now it's on him. And as they say, you either sink or swim when it comes to what you do. And at this moment, this is the first time he's shown being a heel. So don't expect him to do it right the first time. He sucked. But now, he's going to have to improve his game. He's not Captain Kirk, where, hey, I don't care about what they say to me. I am going to do what I want. Don't be Captain Kirk. Don't. It doesn't work. Be like Mr. Spock. Be analytical, but then be Destroyer. I don't care. Just don't talk like Captain Kirk. That's just how it came off. And oh, little plug, anyone has ever seen Star Trek Continues? It's fan-made. They just finished up. Check on YouTube for Star Trek Continues. Really good. I bit my tongue. A really good series to look at. It's really cool. Anyway, going back to wrestling. That's how I felt about it. Wasn't bad, but it needed work. Now, New Day versus Rusev Day. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. I gotta have Aiden English and Rusev in my face. Or Aiden English by himself. There's no way I'm gonna do that with a, with a straight face. But it was good to see that Aiden English and Rusev are having their moment. I do believe, and this is the truth, if anyone says I'm wrong, explain the reason why. Aiden English is making Rusev interesting. Much you don't really like hearing that. Rusev is not very interesting by himself, particularly without Alana, who gives heat. In this case, you got Aiden English. Yeah, he may not be the best heel, but he's entertaining. I said it before and I say it again. Aiden English has won me over in the respect that, yeah, he's not one of the greatest talents in the ring, but you don't have to be one of the greatest talents in the ring to get over in wrestling. So as his partner, and also in a sense his manager, he's really beginning to try and get Rusev over, and Rusev Day is beginning to get some traction. Of course, they weren't going to win. Well, actually, I'm kind of not wanting to say that, because New Day did lose, and Rusev Day won. Am I correct? I'm making definitely sure. Yes, Rusev Day won. The reason I said that is because if you're going to have a quadruple threat, a fatal four-way at Night of Champions, why are you letting the New Day job? Why? The New Day jobbed here. Generally what should have happened is that even with 2 weeks out from the pay-per-view, that group or tag team should not be jobbing. And they should have jobbed Rusev Day. But they jobbed New Day. They jobbed them. So I'm thinking, why would you do that? New Day is still hot and relevant with the Usos. Are you actually deciding, WWE, to basically start to bury New Day? Because if you do, you're the most absolute stupid people. Road Dogg, you're stupid if you're doing that. I know they got to lose periodically. Once in a while, they got to lose. But to Rusev and Aiden English, who I do like Aiden English, but I don't believe that was the wisest thing to do. That was dumb. Dumb. They should have had a DQ with one of the other teams coming out, like Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin could have came out. That would have been a better situation than what we just had. I'm just saying. Now, let's see, what's next here? Well, there wasn't that much left except for the closing of the show and the opening. We basically get a match of Randy Orton versus Sami Zayn with Kevin Owens handcuffed. Opening of the show kind of went with that. When it came to the Shane McMahon coming out pretty much saying to a Sami Zayn, who I have to say has improved his heel work. I'm saying it like that because it's the best way to respect the Sami Zayn. Because he's trying to get people over like that. He's trying to piss people over like that. He's trying to do what he needs to do like that. So I will say it wasn't bad. I actually did enjoy it. His heel work has improved, and I'm not saying it won me over, but it entertained me. Then you have the Shane McMahon come out and pretty much say, well, now that your friend has just been RKO'd, because he did get RKO'd, don't have a picture of it, you are going to have a match with the very guy who just RKO'd your friend. And your friend, will be handcuffed. And oh, at the pay-per-view of Night of Champions, guess what? You're going to have a match with that guy in the ring. And you will have to wait until he chooses a partner. And he stops right there. Throughout the night, they asked for Daniel Bryan's help, which basically he didn't want to do. But at the end of it, at the end of the night, was the match effective? Yes, it was. It was entertaining. Seeing Kevin Owens trying to struggle out of that handcuffed wasn't too bad. Seeing him cut the handcuff and still not getting anywhere really kind of turned me off. I would have liked to see Randy Orton lose again. Or at least there be some type of DQ. I think that would have been better than to actually let, well, how can I say this? Once Shinsuke Nakamura came out, he pretty much helped the Randall Keith Orton after he won. Pretty much that's how it went. But I'll say this. I think I said this quite a long time ago. I don't know if anyone remembers that when Shinsuke started appearing with Randall, or Randy, or Mr. Orton, I said that those two were going to work together. Now, I don't think anyone else said it. I didn't think anyone else would state that Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura were going to work together. But the way it's going, they have been teamed up pretty much. In actuality, I wouldn't mind seeing Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura go into the tag title picture. In fact, I think that would be the wisest thing to do after Night of Champions. Throw those two into the tag title. You're going to have the Artist and the Viper on top. And everyone else is going to have to work to get to them. I think that would actually be the wisest thing to do. Because even though I love the Usos, I wouldn't mind seeing these two challenge the Usos. Because I think it would actually give us a good dynamic. But this is just my point of view. You guys tell me below. And oh, was this show good? It was good. It was surprising. I think I found it a lot more entertaining than Raw, to be honest. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.